especially on the bright early hour and cold weather, and I appreciate you're all coming here. I haven't said the Pledge of Allegiance in a while, so that was a fun experience for me, but it took me back to the days in high school when I was asked to lead the pledge over the microphone from the principal's office one morning, and I was getting through it, and suddenly I froze. And I'm told my social studies teacher said, "With liberty and justice for all, you idiot!" So thank you for that memory. But I have been giving a lot of talks since those days, so hopefully I won't freeze up today. But I am here to share with you our program at Nationwide Children's Hospital. It's been 2 years this week since I bought a house in Dublin and moved up here from Cincinnati, where I lived for 12 years, and it's been an absolute delight and pleasure. Dublin is a terrific community. My wife and I have really enjoyed it, and my daughter the other day, we moved her halfway through her freshman year, so she's now a junior at Dublin Jerome, and a few months ago she said, "You know, Dad, I'm really glad we moved. I've been having a great time." So that was awesome, yeah, because, you know, moving a kid in high school is not the easiest thing, and at the beginning she was kicking and screaming, so that was terrific. And it's been a great ride so far here at Nationwide Children's. And part of that, and a large component of that, is because of the great community support. I've been to a lot of hospitals. In fact, I trained in Iowa, and I trained in Boston Children's, and I was at Denver Children's and University of Wisconsin-Madison, and wasn't in Michigan, so don't worry. So I've been to 4 of the top 10 children's hospitals in the country, and I haven't seen the community support like there is here. So it's really terrific, and it's really what makes our ability to have an excellent program become great. And I wanted to share with you a little bit of what we built at Nationwide Children's for kids with cancer and serious blood diseases. Unfortunately, it is a fact that kids get cancer, and every 27 minutes, a child is diagnosed with cancer in the United States. It's unfair. It shouldn't happen, but it does. And you heard a story this morning. So it is the #1 cause of death due to disease in children under 18. There's about 14,000 cases per year in this country, which really pales in comparison to adult cancers. But if you think about numbers of years of life saved, it becomes quite significant. So 1 in 300 people under age 21, that's 500 in Ohio, and that translates to about 205,000 years of life that are lost each year in the United States, placing it among the top cancers for public health impact. So as you'll see, however, it doesn't get the proportion of funding that it needs, and so that's one of the things I'm going to talk about today. But our vision at Nationwide Children's Hospital is to be an internationally recognized program devoted to improving the lives of children, adolescents, and young adults affected by cancer and serious blood disorders. And I would say about 10 to 15 years ago, Columbus Children's was known as a small community program and not one of the top. But the leadership there over the last 10 to 15 years has really taken it up, and it's been ramping up unbelievably, and it's now been consistently ranked in the top 10 or 15 hospitals in the country, and we hope that, and our program has been continuing to grow in ranking. So if you think about cancers, we're all familiar with the kinds of cancers that we all are at risk for as adults. The most common 4 are prostate, breast, lung, and colorectal. So these are cancers that arise out of organs that have accumulated damage over the years of living, and a variety of others. But the kinds of cancers that children get are not those kinds of cancers. They're weird names: neuroblastoma, osteosarcoma, Ewing sarcoma, rhabdomyosarcoma, Hodgkin's disease, Wilms tumor. This is because these are more developmental kinds of tumors. Some of these do occur at birth, but many are in the age 3 to 5 years of age. So these are thought to be disorders of cellular regulation and development rather than accumulated damage. So they're biologically different. So we need to study them differently. We can't just use what we've learned in adult cancers, which means we can't just use drugs and treatments that are developed for adult cancers. I just wanted to tell you a brief story